All right, welcome to the Teacher Dudes halftime show. This is Tyler Keefe. Follow me on Twitter at Keefe67. It is 14-10 Oregon State over UW right now, and things got really interesting there right at the end of the first half. Huskies started to rush the ball a bit, and it was working, and we get down to, the 3 or 4 yard line, and we decided to do a play action on 3rd and goal with no timeouts left, threw it through the end zone, and then had to kick the field goal. But it's okay, because things were looking really bad, and Oregon State has a potent rushing attack. Let's see here. UW has actually, just saw the stat come across here, and let me see if I can get it on my iPad. But UW has 186 total yards at half, compared to Oregon State's 126. But yet UW is losing 14-10. Big reason for that was a silly fumble there right at the start of the second quarter, and gave Oregon State the ball at about the 11-yard line. Then Oregon State was able to just punch it in from there. Let's go to quickly looking at some highlights, and feel free to leave a comment on this video so we can discuss what you're thinking. But the first one here is Dylan Morris, Andrew Bynum for a 44-yard touchdown to get things going for the Huskies.
Morris, pressure coming. Fires, the catch is made, Bynum, down the sideline, Terrell Bynum, touchdown, Washington.
Great recognition that time, Rox.
And strangely enough, that was UW's first opening series touchdown since the Montana game. But Oregon State was able to respond really quickly with a Coletto touchdown to make things 7-7.
And Coletto, touchdown, Oregon State.
Yeah.
And from that point, UW's offense just was not getting much going, and gave the ball back to the Beavers. And as you'll see here, he went untouched for the Oregon State touchdown, making it 14-7 at this point.
Trevon Bradford in motion. B.J. Baylor bounced it to the outside. He'll walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
From there, the Huskies and the Beavers, they traded picks back to back. And this pick right here by Asa Turner.
Under pressure is Nolan over the middle, and it's intercepted by Washington. Taking it back for the Huskies. Asa Turner near midfield.
And from there, UW just wasn't able to get it into the end zone, but they did get the field goal. Looking around the Pac-12, the scores today, there was a massive upset down on the farm, which was quite hilarious to watch, because I saw some stat that Stanford has beaten the Ducks 5 times in the past, 10 years or so, when they've been ranked in the top 10. And it was just a beautiful thing to watch, as Oregon just could not get it done. As I'm pulling up the scores around the Pac-12, then we'll go to the top 25. But yes, Stanford beating Oregon 31-24 in overtime. USC bounces back to beat Colorado 37-14. WSU takes care of business against Cal 21-6. And then later on tonight, we have UCLA taking on Arizona State. Around the top 25, we did have a couple of good games. Currently right now, though, Penn State is up 21-0 on Indiana. Michigan State 45-24 over Western Kentucky. Clemson is in a dogfight again, this time against Boston College, 19-13. LSU is over Auburn, currently 13-7 in the second quarter. Alabama took care of business yet again. I'm not sure anybody was surprised by that. Georgia blanked number 8 Arkansas 37-0. Oklahoma over Kansas State 37-31. Cincinnati goes in to South Bend and takes care of business against Notre Dame 24-13. The big upset of the day, though, is Kentucky. Well, other than Oregon losing, which I don't think I can say that enough, is Kentucky beating Florida 20-13. And that was just something else to see. We did get a comment in just a little bit ago, this one coming from Craig, saying, after an upset of Oregon by the Trees in Palo Alto, how significant do you think the second half is? And Craig, the second half is huge. UW needs to figure out how to make the adjustments. If they don't, then I have a feeling that turnover chainsaw, or whatever they're calling that dumb thing, is going to be coming out quite a bit, especially with Dylan Morris throwing the ball the way he is, looking just like he's just flinging that ball everywhere. So, it's going to be a huge, huge second half. And I want to quickly look at some of these stats. Dylan Morris is passing the ball. He is 11 of 18 for 104 yards with a touchdown and an interception, whereas Oregon State only has 20 yards passing in this game, as Nolan is 3 of 8 for 20 yards and 1 interception. Kamari Pleasant was looking really good there at the end of the first half, rushing the ball. He has 6 attempts for 55 yards. Sean McGrew has 9 attempts for 31 yards. So we got a decent rushing attack going on. But Oregon State, they've got 6 rushers totaling for 25 carries, 106 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Their main workhorse is Baylor, who has 13 attempts of 60 yards and 1 touchdown. One thing I was noticing that was kind of I didn't read this week is Cade Otton is still out. So if anybody has an idea why he is still out, I would love to hear, because I did not see why he was still out. I'm assuming it's still due to the COVID stuff. But yeah. And then last thing I wanted to talk about here, in the first quarter to the second quarter, as far as the rushing yards, Oregon State has been pretty much even. First quarter, they had 52, second quarter, 54. But UW's rushing from the first to the second was a big difference, 9 in the first and 73 in the second quarter. So keys to this, as UW is going to be on defense to start this out here in the second half. Honestly, they've just got to stop the run. They need to load the box, in my opinion. Load the box, force Oregon State to pass the ball. They've shown that they have not been very successful with those passes, but that's just one of those things that they need to do. And then Oregon State, if I'm Jonathan Smith coaching that team, I'm just continuing to just shove that ball down the Huskies' throat. They've proven that they can't stop it, so why are they going to try to do something else? But that is going to do it for this halftime show. Again, UW is down 10-14 in Corvallis. Second half is coming up, and then stay tuned for after the game, as we will have a post-game show. Hopefully it'll be a nice quick one, because these late kickoffs really do me in. I can't stand them. I wish it was a nice 12:30 kick, as good old days of old was. But again, thanks for tuning in for the halftime show. Look forward to seeing you in the post game. And one last note for those watching the Mariners as well. Currently it is 1-1 as I'm looking at my second screen. 1-1 in the top of the fifth. The Angels do have runners on the corners with 1 out. So hopefully we can get that win in, because as far as what I've seen, if the Mariners lose, then they are eliminated from playoff contention. So there is still a chance. But anyway, thanks again, and we will see you in the post game.